Hello students, today in this lecture I will explain you about escape energy and escape velocity. So see here, as you know that if we throw the body of mass m with the greater velocity, what will happen? It will go up to the greater heights. As already we have seen that when it is thrown with a velocity of 7.9 kilometer per second, when this body is thrown with a velocity of 7.9 kilometer per second, then up to what height it rises above to the earth's surface? So it is nearly 6400 kilometer. It goes up to this height. Now if you keep on increasing this velocity, what will happen? A stage will be reached at which it goes outside the earth's gravity. A stage will be reached at which it goes outside the earth's gravity, means its gravitational potential energy at that location will become zero because it has gone outside the earth's gravity. Therefore, gravitational potential energy of the body at that height will become zero. It's clear? So, what is the escape energy? It is that minimum amount of energy required to send any body outside the earth's gravity. It means we have to impart so much energy, so much kinetic energy to this body so that its gravitational potential energy at that height becomes zero. So that energy is called the escape energy. Escape energy means it is the minimum energy required to send any body outside the earth's gravity. It is the, you can say, it is the minimum kinetic energy. It is the minimum kinetic energy required. Kinetic energy required to send any body outside the earth's gravity. Now see here, means we have to make gravitational potential energy of body at that height zero. So see here, as we know that what is the gravitational potential energy when the body is situated on the earth's surface, and here we are talking escape energy and escape velocity in context of the earth. It's clear? In the same way, we can determine the escape energy and escape velocity for any other planet. So see here, on the earth's surface, what is the gravitational potential energy of this mass small m? So as we know that it will be equal to Re. Now we have to impart so much kinetic energy to this mass. We have to impart so much kinetic energy to this mass so that it just reaches outside the earth's gravity. So what will be the kinetic energy required to send the body just outside earth's gravity? To send the body just outside earth's gravity. So see here, in order to that we have to make the total energy of the body as zero. And how can you make it zero? Suppose it is comes out minus 100 joule. Here I have taken, let it is minus 100 joule. Then how much energy will be required to make its energy zero? So plus 100 joule. If it is minus 200 joule, then how much energy will be required to make its total energy zero? That is plus 200 joule. It's clear? That much minimum energy if you impart to the body in the form of kinetic energy, what will happen? Its total energy will become zero. It means it has reached into the infinity. It has reached into the infinity. So see here, it will be equal to kinetic energy required to send the body just outside the earth's gravity from the surface of earth, that will be given by GMEM upon RE. This is called the escape energy. Already I have told it is the minimum kinetic energy required to send any body outside the Earth's gravity from surface of Earth. From surface of Earth. It's clear? So here escape energy will be equal to energy equals to GMEM upon RE. This will be the escape energy. Now see here. Now one question arises here. Suppose it comes out minus 100 joule and you have imparted plus 150 joule energy to it. What will happen? It will reach into the infinity, but still it will have how much energy? Minus 100 it has in the form of gravitational potential energy on the Earth's surface. Plus 150 joule energy you have imparted to it in the form of kinetic energy. So what will happen to its total energy? At that location, it will become 50 joule. Means now what will happen? This body will reach into infinity, but still it will have this much kinetic energy. Potential energy will be 0. Why potential energy will become 0? Because it has reached outside the Earth's gravity. And since it is not inside the Earth's gravity, therefore its potential energy will be 0. Now this excess energy will be in the form of kinetic energy. It's clear? But here we are talking just about to just send outside the Earth's gravity. Earth's gravity के just बाहर भेजने में कितनी एनर्जी की जरूरत होगी. So that is called the escape energy. It is that much minimum energy required to send any body just outside the Earth's gravity from the Earth's surface. This much kinetic energy should be imparted. Now what is the escape velocity? So see here, velocity corresponding to velocity which can impart this much kinetic energy to the body. That is called the escape velocity, or it is that minimum velocity which is required to send the body outside the Earth's gravity. Minimum velocity, it is the minimum velocity required to send any body to just outside gravity. Outside gravity. It's clear? And this is denoted by which symbol? It is denoted by VE. It's clear? So let the escape velocity V. What is the mass of the body? It is small m. Then how much will be the kinetic energy? 1 upon 2 m into VE square. This will be equal to GMEM upon RE. It will be equal to GMEM upon RE. So you can cancel m. What will be VE square? It will be 2 GME upon RE. Or what will be VE? So VE equals to root GME upon RE. This is the escape velocity. This is the formula of the escape velocity. Now see here, we can write this formula in the other way also. What is GME? Here it is 2 GME, not GME, it is 2 GME. VE square equals to this. So you can see here 2 GME. Now in place of GME we can write GRE square. This I have told number of times that this relationship is very, very important. In many numericals it will be used. In place of GME you can write GRE square. What is G? G is the acceleration due to gravity on the Earth's surface. So when you will substitute, so VE equals to 2 GRE square upon RE. So on simplifying it will become root 2g RE. 2g RE. So this will be the escape velocity. You can see here what will be the escape velocity here. VE equals to root GME upon RE equals to root 2g RE. Now you can notice one thing from here. You can see that it do not depend upon the mass of that body which is to be sent out the Earth's gravity. उस बॉडी के मास पर नहीं डिपेंड करेगा जिसको हमको अर्थ ग्रेविटी के बाहर फेंकना है. इट्स क्लियर? इट डिपेंड्स अपॉन द मास ऑफ द प्लैनेट and the radius of that planet. It's clear? Here that planet is Earth. So whether there is a body of mass 1 kg or 2 kg, what will be the escape velocity? It will be given by this. It will remain same. Now what will be the escape velocity for the Earth's surface? On the Earth, what will be the escape velocity? So you can find it from here by substituting the known values of G and RE. If you calculate it, so VE equals to, it is root 2, G is 9.8 and RE I am taking 6400 kilometer. So it is 6400 kilometer, you will convert in meter. So it comes out nearly 11.2 kilometer per second. It is clear? It is not the exact calculation. Approximately it will be 11.2 kilometer per second. It is clear? So just now you have seen that when you are throwing with 7.9 or 8 kilometer per second, it goes up to what height? It goes up to the height of Earth's gravity. It goes up to the what height? Up to the height which is equal to the Earth's radius, which is equal to the Earth's radius. But if you increase the velocity slightly more from 8 to 11.2, what will happen? The body will go outside the Earth's gravity. It's clear? And after reaching at outside the Earth's gravity, what will be the kinetic energy? It will be 0. Kinetic energy of the body will be 0. But suppose if you throw the body with a velocity of 15 km per second, then in that case what will happen? Body will reach outside the Earth's gravity, but its kinetic energy will not be 0. Still it will have some kinetic energy. It's clear? So this is the value of escape velocity for any body to send outside the Earth's gravity. Now if you see this value in case of the moon. So in case of the moon, for moon, what will you do? You will take here mass of the moon and radius of the moon. Means escape velocity will be root 2 gm upon rm. Or simply we can write root 2g rm. 2g rm. And we know that what is the value of G on the moon? Value of G on the moon is 1/6, which is on the Earth's surface. So if you put the known values of acceleration due to gravity on the moon, which is G by 6, and radius of the moon, we find that this comes out for the moon, escape velocity comes out at 2.38 kilometer per second. And this escape velocity is very, very small. It is smaller than the RMS velocity of the gaseous molecules. It is less than the RMS velocity of the gaseous molecules. What is the RMS velocity of gaseous molecules at STP? It is equal to nearly 2.5 kilometer per second. And escape velocity is less than that. So what will happen? Since the escape velocity is lesser than their RMS velocity, what will happen? All the molecules, all the gaseous molecules on the surface of the moon, they will escape from the moon's gravity. And when they will escape from the moon's gravity, there will be nothing. There will be no, there is no, what we can say, medium. There will be no medium, there will be no atmosphere on the moon. On the moon, there is the vacuum. Why there is vacuum? Why there is no atmosphere? Because of smaller value of escape velocity as compared to the RMS velocity of molecules of the gas. It's clear? That's why there exists no atmosphere on the moon. There is vacuum. Now see here, we will deduce one more formula. If the body is thrown with a velocity greater than the escape velocity, then we know that when the body is thrown with a velocity more than 11.2 kilometer per second, which is the escape velocity for the earth, then what will happen? Body will reach outside the earth's gravity, and there it will have a velocity which is equal, it will have some kinetic energy, that excess energy which will be left in the form of kinetic energy. So here we have assumed, let a body of mass m is thrown from the earth's surface. And one more thing, escape energy or escape velocity do not depend upon the direction in which the body is thrown. Whether the body is thrown in this direction, or it is thrown in this direction, or it is thrown in this direction, means angle of projection, it do not depend. It do not depend upon the angle of projection. It do not depend upon the mass of that body which is thrown to be outside the earth's gravity. It's clear? You throw with this velocity in any direction, what will happen? It will go outside the earth's gravity. So see here, we have assumed, let a body is thrown with a velocity v, which is greater than the escape velocity from Earth's surface. Let, on reaching outside Earth's gravity, its velocity is v dash. Now see here, if it is thrown with 11.2 kilometer per second, then what will be the velocity on reaching to the outside Earth's gravity? It will be 0. V dash will be 0. But if it is thrown with a velocity greater than 11.2 kilometer per second, then what will be? Its velocity will be, there will be some finite value of the velocity of the body at infinity. So see here, from law of conservation of energy, total energy on Earth's surface equals to total energy outside Earth's gravity. So see here, what will be the total energy on the Earth's surface? There will be the potential energy. What potential energy? Minus GMEm upon RE. Minus GMEm upon RE. What is kinetic energy? It is thrown with a velocity v, this. What will be the, at infinity, at outside the Earth's gravity? Potential energy will be 0 and kinetic energy is 1 upon 2 mv dash square. So here you can simplify, m you can cancel out throughout. And in place of minus GME, in place of GME, you write down GRE square. So when you will simplify, what will you get? Or you can see one more thing. Here you have to write this in terms of the escape velocity. So as we know that VE equals to root 2 GME upon RE. If you do the square of this, what will you get? On squaring, it will be VE square equals to, here square root will be removed, that is 2 GME upon RE. Now see here, from here you can see VE equals to this. When you have done the square, it will become square and here square root will be removed. Now you bring 2 in this side. So it will be VE square 2 equals to GME upon RE. So now what will you do? In place of this GME upon RE, we will write that value. It's clear? So what will be? It will be minus VE square upon 2 plus V square upon 2 equals to V dash square upon 2. And when we will simplify it further, so it will be equal to what? 2 will be cancelled. V dash square equals to V square minus VE square. It's clear? This means what will be the velocity of the body on reaching outside the Earth's gravity when it is thrown with a velocity greater than the escape velocity. It is given by V dash equals to square root V square minus VE square. This is the formula. It's clear? So in this lecture we will do only up to here. Then next topic will be, what is the next topic? It is the orbital velocity and period of revolution of the satellite. So in the next lecture, first I will explain about the satellite and their types, means what are their types, communication satellite and polar satellite, and then we will deduce the formula of its orbital velocity and period of revolution. So thank you.